What is good, y'all? It's Visual. Welcome to Battle Rap Boutique. Real quick, I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor. Go subscribe to K-Dose's Media's new channel. If you're not familiar with K-Dose, he does really great things on the West Coast, great positive attitude, and always has good content. So the little card icon is gonna pop up. You can click on there to get to his channel. His new channel is Dark Brigade Network. Also, make sure you subscribe to Polo BMW FL. Corey got bars. Make sure you subscribe to Tatted Teflon, Pretty Money, Above Beyond, and the whole wave. All right.
Here we go, better yet, here we come. Tall, Sean and Dab the bum, call him Bummy Jadab. Smash that it, that's quick fast. 1/4 blast and make one drop and Tim will get whipped.
I be the TAWL, bringing the trouble to couples who rap off track. You wax.
Jay Mills beat Murder Mook.
Debatable.
Mook was not good in that battle, man. It was
Disagree. I think it's a debatable battle.
in the third round. That's it. I had it 4-1.
I've watched that battle where I thought each one of them has won. Like, it's a debatable battle, man. And trust me, especially back at those times, us people who really come from the Smack DVD era, where it was on the DVD, we all probably watched that battle literally 20, 30 times. So,
But it doesn't age well. Mook's rounds.
I mean, again, that's there's something else up for debate. I'm only gonna say, every time I watch that battle, man, it seems like a closer and closer battle to me. So
My watch says I don't have a watch
I
on.
wish it will forever be debated.
Jay, Visual, you think that's debatable too? I rewatched it the other day, and I felt the same way. I always and all the comments have Jay Mills winning. Like everyone in the comments have Jay Mills winning. So I don't know. I didn't know.
I'm not mad at that though. Listen, I will not argue with anybody on that. Just like last night, salute to Jesse Weekend, we were interviewing Yak Man.
Oh yeah.
Yak Man doesn't know who Party. Yeah, and Yak Man doesn't know who Party Artie is. And I think a lot of people who don't know who Party Artie is, and that pisses me off. But when I tell people to go watch Party Artie battles, everybody comes back and tells me the same shit. Well, not everybody. 90% of the people who I tell go watch that battle, 90% of them come back and tell me Artie won.
Jay, Twerk was 3 battles in his URL career. Hold on. He was 3 battles in his URL career, and he said that he had just heard who SoCon was. He had no idea who SoCon was. How does a battler of Twerk's, not know who SoCon is? How does any battler not know who SoCon is?
Listen, I want to agree with you. But if you don't know who the fuck Party Artie is, if you don't know who Jay Mills is, you didn't know, some people still don't know who Uncasa is. Like, we could go on for days and not agree with people.
The battle.
I just put Jesse Weekend onto A Ward. I mean, it happens.
I can see that though, because he's been out of the loop, and it's like A Ward's not, he hasn't been following it like that, right? Like
no,
the URL babies.
The point that I'm trying to make is some people just don't follow it like that. They only watch either King of the Dot. That's why I don't like getting into disagreements with people who watch one league. Well, let me not say that. I don't like disagreeing with people who are fans of a league. If you are a fan of a league, I don't like debating with you because you're never going to have an open mind. I am a fan of battle rap first. Then I am a fan of a battler, then the league. I don't give a fuck about any of that. So listen, do I think NJT should have known who SoCon is? Yes. But I'm not that mad that he don't, because there's people who just don't know about other guys that I feel they should know about. And, it just happens. The only thing, like, I hate when I see, and I've talked about this before in my blogs and stuff, I don't like Lawrence of RBE. I did an interview with him, and he was saying how he was late to the culture and so on and so forth. And I had to say, I hate when people disrespect new fans. I hate that shit.
I
How
do
is
too.
the coach supposed to ever fucking grow if you always shitting on people who didn't know stuff? Now, I agree with what D and me saying for a guy who's in the coach as a battle rep, so on and so to not know who certain people are, it is disrespectful. But at the same time, I'll flip it on the hip hop way. There are people whose name come up in hip hop, who some of them I don't know who they are, and then there's some who I know who they are, old school guys I'm talking about, and you understand? Like there's some I know and some I don't know. It happens. Should we educate ourselves? Yes, we should. But I'm not mad if somebody has some knowledge and doesn't know it all. And I'm not mad if we have a new fan who's willing to soak in the knowledge. I hate the new fans who come in and act like they know it all. That I agree with. But it's up to us to educate them. Our culture can't grow if we don't educate people in it. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, we kill new fans a lot. The
We
culture.
got to stop that. We have to stop that.
And yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair to them. It's not their fault. They're young. You know, you were young. You learn. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. And if you're interested in something, that's the gateway to to learn. So I mean, why be mad at people like that? I do agree with you that some people are just retarded and don't want to learn and then say stupid stuff, and you have the argument. But yeah,
you had Yak Man, and I want everybody that interview should be out in the next 2 days or.
So where's your Al Capone shirt?
Huh?
You gonna start wearing Al Capone? You gonna get a little kit? Huh?
He did say he'll send me a shirt, but that's funny. But listen, anyway, and I ain't asked for no fucking shirt. He just said he gonna send it to me. And I want you guys to listen to that interview. It was funny. It was a lot of funny parts in that.
It's up already?
Huh?
It's up already?
No, I think it'll be out either tonight or tomorrow.
I wasn't sure I missed the notification again.
By the time this footage come out, it probably will be out. But here's the point I want to make. He said he became a hardcore battle rap fan really the last 2-3 years.
Okay,
He said prior to that, he rarely watched battle rap. He would only watch popular names, so to speak.
See, that's
But in
interesting.
his mind, being around the culture, which is why I tell people go to events. Being around the culture opened his mind to a lot more, just like it did for me, just like it would do for anybody. That's why I urge people, if there is a small league around where you can get to, or when one of the bigger leagues throw an event and you're able to be there, I suggest you do. It's no better feeling than being at the venue when certain shit happens. Plus, there's a lot of conversations between the people who are there. There's a lot of game to be soaked up. There's a lot of perspectives to be, for people to listen to, man. And like I said, my first few events, I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't like that people came up to me like that. I didn't fucking like it. I don't know you. Why you coming up to me to talk to me? But that's that street shit. And when I started to actually talk to people about it, I'm like, wow, like you just love the culture that much more, and you want to soak up that much more knowledge.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
we got to give everybody a break, whether they just learned about battle rap 6 months ago or 2 years ago or even a decade ago. I've been watching and fucking with battle rap since like 2000. So
And it's an old head
I've
syndrome.
seen a lot of shit. Like
We haven't even really gone through a full generation yet, so of battle rap.
Oh, Visuel. Let me ask you, when you were first watching, when you first started watching battle rap, it was off the Smack DVDs, the Grind Times and shit?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, you said Scribble Jam before, right?
Well, I remember way back the Blaze battles.
Yes.
It was like 2000, 2001.
Yes.
I remember having the VHS because we were kind of already in that culture. My man was a DJ. We always used to rap. So and the style was just naturally to battle each other. We would just rap and go at each other. So it was a natural battle rap environment like that I've always came up on. So he got his hand on the VHS of the Blaze battle. So I had that, played it every freaking day. I even recorded it onto cassette tapes, so I had the audio. So I would be listening to that, like delivering car parts on one of my jobs, as I would just listen to that shit all day. So I always had, and Blaze Battle has such an impact because you got so many different styles that came onto that stage. That's where I got hip to Idea. Like when I started watching Scribble Jam later on, and my best friend was in the military, so he would be stationed all over the place in Hawaii, in Korea, and like all over the place. And he would go through these stores where it had, he would always buy CDs and DVDs. So he would stumble upon these battle DVDs like Brainstorm, Scribble Jam. There was so many others like independently, but he would, when he came home and I would go through his DVD shit. And this was like early 2000s. I would find all these DVDs, Scribble Jam 2004, 2003, 2005. I actually had ordered one of them, but the Brainstorm shit. So I always knew, even reaching that point, what battle rap was, because I thought Blaze Battle was so monumental with the different styles that it opened my eyes to different things you can do on that stage. How everybody had just their own flavor, and it didn't matter. It didn't have to be one way. It didn't have to sound like Shells all the time. Oh,
Yeah. That was one of my first things too, was the Blaze battles. Of course, just like you said, I'm from Harlem, so it was a regular thing. Like, you would see dudes go up to other dudes' neighborhoods in the basketball court and be challenging people right there. Like, or you see dudes talking, and we'll be at the barbershop and guys will be talking like, oh, my little homeboy, he'll rap better than Yellow. And next thing you know, somebody went somewhere to go get somebody, and right now it's in front of the corner store, in front of the barbershop, and there's a whole fucking battle going on, and then it went to the Blaze battles, just like you said. I still to this day have never seen a Scribble Jam battle. That's just the truth.
What?
Damn.
Yo, Yorkie, relax.
I ain't never seen Scribble Jam.
Relax. You just missed the whole conversation Visuel was having.
I heard it all.
Don't be judgmental.
And you know what? Those Scribble Jams, the DVDs had a lot of behind the scenes stuff, like more earlier. Yeah. And these were all like, this is the thing, at that time, it was all freestyle for one. And there were tournament brackets. And I love tournament brackets. We need to have one of those again, because the last one we had was UFF, which I still go back to and watch because I like the whole idea and concept of the bracket tournament style. You just can't have it like you used to have it because it was freestyle. And you're not catering written material for all these possible people all in one day. That's why they were able to do those things, all in one day. It was all freestyle.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I remember the Blaze battles was like that, the brackets. So, and like I said, I go back to the Smack DVDs. I go back to the Grime Times. There's another what you call it? I'm just wow, what the fuck? How am I forgetting? I keep forgetting the shit.
How about BET, man? You guys remember BET, all that stuff they were doing?
Yeah, but I'm talking about International P and them. Fight Club. I remember Fight Club.
Hold it down.
Yeah. Listen, me and Jesse Rican are looking for International P. If anybody knows where he is, Paul.
He's international.
If everybody knows where he is, please hit us up. We're trying to interview him.
Well, see, this was the beginning of the internet, like the YouTube era. This was like 2007. Like YouTube started like 06, 07.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was watching it back when they was putting this shit on all DVDs, and back when like everybody used to go. It used to be like Mondays and shit like that, and even the crowds used to be crazy outside. Right,
because YouTube had little structure, and like I would see these King of the Dots and Grind Times, and those Fight Club like at the beginning, because I was online, like I was on YouTube just around the moment that it started. So I remember seeing these, but I never subscribed to any of these channels. I didn't even know this shit was still popping, because throughout the transition of like the Scribble Jams onto where that era, which was like kind of a 2-year hole where it's kind of unaccounted for. I didn't know that these organizations like King of the Dot and Grind Time were actual established businesses that you can go and subscribe and continuously see, because it would always be random. And plus there was no algorithms or anything. Like you had to search for shit back in the first like YouTube era. Like
Wild West.
I missed a lot of that, like the beginning of that, because it was all so sporadic.
You know, they used to drop battles round by round. Like round one, then you won't get the next round until next week.
Yeah.
Well, first that was because YouTube had limits. You couldn't put up a half
10-minute limit or something, right? 10 minutes.
It was like 8 minutes.
Eight minutes.
It depends on the amount of data that it held. But I remember like when I 2007, I put out my first video. I had to break it up into 5 parts because I could only upload like 8 minutes at a time.
That's how everything used to be. It used to be all little parts. Anything that was an hour long, you'd have 5 parts. Remember? And now everything got got changed. But you guys don't remember the Rap Olympics? Never heard anything. Like, that's where
I saw behind like I was telling Jay, like my man used to always bring mad footage like DVDs and shit. So I got keen to a lot of that shit through there. And see, I always had I always liked the New York style because I was a big Ruckus records head, and they were all kind of gritty like that about battling and freestyling and shit like that, and being the best MC. Like everybody wanted to be the best, and that's what like kind of made me tick, was that whole mentality. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna be the best at it, and show why you should be looked at and listened to, because you have a uniqueness and originality about you.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of rappers, battle rappers, even early in the days, came at it. Everybody was raw.
Yeah, and I was introduced to battle rap through Eminem's in the Olympics, but then I fell in love with it through the Smack DVDs, and then I watched some Scribble Jam, but I really fell in love with it again when I'd see Hollow on BET. And stuff. I was instantly a Hollow stan. Right?
Fridays?
Huh?
Talking about the Freestyle Fridays?
Yeah. And that's what got me like back into it like heavy again, because there was a portion around 2000 after the Smack DVDs, era, and then where I stopped buying them, or I just wasn't going to that place anymore where I used to get them. And between that era, like 2003 and 2007-ish, I was like saw stuff, but I was kind of out of the loop. But then I got back into it around there. So it's fun.